Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my dears. Today, inshallah, we are going to start a new unit in our course book, English, Global English 7. So we are going, inshallah, to start Unit 2. Unit 2, which is titled by Personal Identity. In this unit, before we discuss about the title, let's know our objectives we need to cover, inshallah, by the end of this unit. So by the end of that unit, we need to cover the first lesson. We are going to talk about life at school, and we are going to know how to describe someone in your family. For example, if you like any one of your family members and you would like to describe him, how can you describe? What are you going to say about him? And the last lesson, inshallah, we are going to know more about our families and our family history, our parents and our grandparents and our great-grandparents. Relates to the grammar, we are going to take two topics. The first one, we are going to study the present perfect, and the second lesson, we are going to study the apostrophes. When exactly, when we can use the apostrophe before the S or after the S. That's our objectives, inshallah, we need to cover in Unit 2. Let's be prepared, please, with your course book on page 14. So we are going to speak about your identity. What does it mean when I say my identity? Not your ID card. No, exactly. Identity, which means who are you? From where you are? Where do you come from? And where are or when is your family from? So, for example, if you are living in Saudi Arabia, are you Saudi or you are from another country? And what about your family members? What about your ancestors? They are from Saudi Arabia or they are from another country. So identity is important for everyone, or it's something not important. Surely it's very important for everyone. Everyone needs to know more about his country, about his history, about his family history. We are going to speak today, inshallah, in this lesson about your school. What about your first impression? There is a sentence which says, first impression lasts forever. So, for example, let's take the meaning of impression. That means your feeling, your affect towards something or someone. Let me explain it more. For example, if you see something for the first time and you say, I don't like it, or just I give you anything to eat and you didn't like to try it, to eat this food, just I say, taste it. No, I don't like it. My first impression towards this food is bad. What about if your first impression is good? You are going to try to eat it. What about just if you see someone for the first time and you like him? So now your first impression is good. But if you didn't like him, your first impression, is bad. So your first impression is very important for everything. Try to remember when you move from your primary school, after you finish grade 6 and you move to, and now you are moving, inshallah, to your middle school. Is there any difference between your impression from your old school and your currently school now, your middle school? Yes, exactly. There is difference. In my primary school, maybe just I was in a different school, or I came from another school, not mine now. So my impression is totally different. Let's look at two examples. We have a girl and a boy here. The first one, she is called Shamira. She is in grade 7 and she says, my first few weeks at secondary school have been really fun. I've made lots of new friends and I have also met up with some old friends that I haven't seen for a while. So that's been good. At first it was hard to find all my classes. I kept getting lost and one teacher told me off because I was 10 minutes late for her lesson. Now I know my way around. At the first day at that school was very bad. The teachers have been really kind and the lessons aren't too difficult. We haven't had much homework yet, but I'm sure you will get more after half term. Anyway, so far so good. So far so good, that means till that moment everything is okay. But she doesn't know what's inshallah later maybe happen. That was the first text here. Let's move to the second one. Sanil, he's saying here, on my first day here, I was a bit nervous, but after a few hours, I was fine. So the first few hours for Sanil, his impression wasn't good. But after a few hours, he was okay. The first few weeks have been really good. I've enjoyed learning new subjects and making new friends. My favorite subject is science. It's fun learning in a lab. I've joined the school orchestra. I play the drums. It's great. We are doing a concert at the end of term. So those students, when they enter the school or their few weeks at that school was very bad. Their impression was not good, was bad. But later and after a few weeks, their impression was totally different. That happens for us. When you see someone for the first time, maybe you say, I don't like that teacher. Maybe I don't like this food. But if you tried in another time, yes, your impression, it can be changed after that. That was the first part today. Inshallah, in the next time, we are going to move to page 15 and we are going to speak about the present perfect and the apostrophes. Thank you and see you inshallah in next time.